Probably kill my computer. All right. Just going to walk you through how to do the handshake. It's fairly simple once you find it and get into it. Dr. McGlone's working with me here to give you an idea. So once you get onto the CCU webpage, get onto the current student site, and then you can scroll on down. You'll go through fairly far down the page, and you'll get to right here where it says services and support, and you can scroll down to handshake. It's alphabetized to keep it simple. So handshake for career services, just click on that. And it'll ask for, at this point, usually it'll ask for your information as far as signing on. So just click the box that says sign in. And it'll ask for your Coastal username and password. You just type in that. That'll usually bring you into this page. And on this page, just type or just hit get started. And you can hit on done. And again, it's going to be a little bit different for each one of us. If you go up to exit there, up the top right-hand corner, it says exit. This is really the page you want to see. And again, sometimes it's different, but this is the page that you want to get to. And usually after you go through a couple of screens, there's that exit. You just hit that and it'll bring you up to this. If you go to, let's see, I always forget this one, hit Career Center. So if you go to Career Center, and right there, the third little box over says experiences. Click on experiences because that's what you're going to create. You're going to create a handshake experience and hit request an experience, just like Dr. Malone's about to do. And this brings you in to where all the paperwork takes place. And we used to have a lot of forms. Now this replaces all that. So if you type in experience type, it's going to be recreation. If you start typing in recreation, or you can do it either way. If you start typing in recreation, you'll see recreation and sport management internships. That's what you want to hit on. A lot of times you have to make sure that you click on the highlighted blue one because that'll fill the box. If you just sometimes leave it white, it won't fill it in at the time. So term wise, it depends what term you're in. For this group, it's going to be spring 2021. So click on that. And now filled in that box. And now employer. Employer is actually who's going to supervise your internship, what agency you're working with. We're just going to use Coastal Carolina Athletics as an example. A lot of times if they've already supervised some of our internships, you start typing in and it'll automatically come up. And then sometimes it doesn't, but there, just click on that blue and now it'll fill in that box. Location, if it does fill in, it'll actually, if somebody's already done it there or it recognizes that, it'll actually fill in that information from here, this part, but we'll just put in Conway, South Carolina. That should come up. Industry, start typing in sport, and sport and leisure come up. That's what all our internships you should be focused on. So just put sports and leisure. You'll need the employer's phone number. So whatever your employer's number is, you just type in that information. And then it's also nice sometimes if once you type in that employer's phone number, boom, it automatically fills in that employer email address. If it doesn't, just you have to make sure you know the email address. Job-wise, this really isn't that important, but you have to fill it in. If you just want to put in facilities intern or, I usually just say you can call yourself an intern and that's good enough. But if you want something fancy title, you can type in whatever you want there. Make sure you click on that highlighted blue section there or it won't recognize it. Department, no matter where you work, what you do, department's always going to be RSM. So just make sure you put in RSM there. Date is the dates of the semester. So for spring 21, it's going to be, I put January 11th through May 7th. And it's nice because you can just scroll right on through there. Job type, it's going to be asking Again, just internship. I just scroll down to internship, fill that in. Employment type, it's full-time, part-time. I just put part-time. If you're getting paid, you'll put in the salary that you're getting paid here. And so she's going crazy here. I'm assuming that would be a yearly salary. But you can put, if you're not getting paid, you can just leave it blank and skip over that. If you are getting paid, you'll have to just tell, what is it, hourly, monthly, yearly. Offer date, again, not that important. You should just, whatever date that you're filling this out, put it in as offer accepted or undecided. I just put in accepted. And when did you accept it? I always say you're just so excited that you got the job offer that you accepted it right then and there. And we got that covered. Internship site supervisor, this is important. This is whoever is going to supervise your internship at the particular site. So you want the email address, probably the email address that you put up above, you want to put it in here. That's where evaluations are going to be sent automatically through Handshake. That's also where the approval is going to be sent. So make sure you got the address right and correct there. So again, put in your site supervisor at the agency in that box. So put yourself in there, didn't you, Dr. Bloom? Again, if it's nice if we've already had somebody supervised at that spot and that person's already supervised, it'll automatically fill in their name and title and phone number. In this case, she hasn't supervised anybody as a site supervisor, so just put in her information there. All right. And then the rest of the stuff is all your information. You got it. You've got the hard part out of the way now. It's the much easier part. You just have to put in your student ID. And your email address. And then the rest of it is kind of, this is where some of the paperwork that we used to have to do is taken care of, the code of conduct and making sure that everybody understands the expectations of the internship. So make sure to take a look at it, read it before you agree to it. There's one more right above there under, if you go right, oops, you went too far. There's specific statements, and then there's another little circle there that you have to click on to approve. I understand. There you go. Unpaid, you'll be doing $496 as a undergrad in the big one. So, and then the 12 credit hours, just a reminder that you have to sign up for 12 credit hours and that you have to put in 480 hours with this experience. And then the other thing that my higher ups will look at is a job description. So you got to put in a job description, give us an idea what you're going to be doing at site. I'll also take a look at it, and sometimes I'll buffer it up a little bit just to make sure that it's good enough to get through. And so she's putting in there a description. There you go. And the last part is, again, just you understand that you're going to submit your work through Moodle, and faculty supervisor, whoever that is, going to look it over. You understand that. And if this is the first place that, or if you're the first person that's done an internship with this site, you're to do the memorandum of understanding. That's the one kind of hard document that we still need from that agency. If we haven't done it with them, so that's and it you'll make sure to submit that. I'll usually it's a first time site. I'll send you the MOU. I'll also send you a hold harmless, which is a new form that we have to do and upload to this Handshake. And that hold harmless basically saying that you won't hold Coastal responsible if you get sick while you're out there doing your internship. So once you hit create the experience, then or request the experience, then it'll come to me and it'll get put into my files, and I'll have to go in and at that point I'll activate it. Once I activate it, all that means is your site supervisor is going to get an email asking them to approve the internship. Okay. Once they approve it, it'll come back to me and I'll have to approve it. I won't approve it until I get the MOU if it's needed and the hold harmless. Again, I'll let you know what you need to do with that once you get this created. But this is the how to do a handshake. Not too challenging. It's just the hardest part is usually finding the form to get on. But if you do have any questions, make sure to reach out to me and I'll be able to help you out. I hope this is informative and you can use it. All right. Thank you.